Hey church, welcome back. Hope you'll join us this Sunday. We're going to continue on our journey in the essential church. What is that? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? And especially in this strange time that we all live in, coronavirus, self-quarantine, masks, and so forth. The first week in this essential church series, we looked at love. You got to have love in a church, genuine biblical love. Then we looked at humility. We looked at what the Pharisees did not have, what we all need to have, which is a humble spirit and love towards others in that. Last week we looked at truth and the truth that will set us free, which we know is Jesus. Well, this week we're going to look at community. And right now that word is almost taboo. It's like, oh, we're going to get a community of believers together. The first question will be, well, how many are in that community? Because it's less than 25 right now. And that could change. Maybe it'll go up, maybe it'll go down. But what we learned from the first church is the way that they did community is something that right now could be essential for us. They were certainly one in spirit, they were one in aim, they were one in their hearts and their minds and their souls and even with their money. And the way that they did community was in people's homes. And right now, I am in my home. And you can see some beautiful creations of my children. These are Lego creations. And this is my fireplace. We've got a couch here, which is filled with laundry at the moment. And what you get to see when you come over to someone's house is it sort of demystifies the religious aspects of the Bible, following God. And I find more often than not, it opens up conversation. Someone who might sort of sneak in and sneak out of church, or they take the religious side of being a Christian too seriously and they don't have the opportunity to engage with the gospel at church. Oftentimes when they're on my couch with a coffee and like some M&Ms in another hand, they'll start talking. And when the topics come up that they want to hear about, they'll say, oh, what does that mean? How do I do that? And I really find that's a great way to build community. And you know what? Right now, in this COVID time where we can only meet together in small groups, really as an official church. One of the things about the essential church we need to know is we don't need a big building. We don't need to have the steeple with the cross on top, which we never had anyway at GVF, but we do need to have a sense of community. A couple of things I'm going to be drawing on is how Satan can tempt us and allure us away from the truth when we're not in community. How we get that perspective sometimes that we need when we're in community, meeting together. So I want to encourage you guys this week to think about what sort of community you've been able to patch together in this time. I'm going to talk a lot about what the Acts church did in Acts chapter 2, which I just want to stress is not the world's most perfect church. It had plenty of flaws, but it was where the modern church movement started. And there's a lot of great components that we do need to have in our church visible in Acts chapter 2. So that's where we're reading. If you want to read ahead, feel free to do that this week. And think about where you're plugged in as a believer in this community. Are you going to someone else's fireplace? Are you meeting by the river? Or is it just outside Starbucks? Or are you going on a long walk by the Schuylkill? How do you maintain community? So, guys, I hope that you are maintaining community. And I look forward to seeing some of you at the conference center this weekend. The rest of you, I look forward to you seeing me online. I hope that you can join us for the live broadcast. Guys, I love you and I miss you and I can't wait to get back together real soon. Stay safe.